Hey y'all, how's everybody going with this contagion? I won't say if you're healthy or happy anymore because I don't know whether anybody's healthy or happy. But anyway, I've got a little him-ha niggle, and I think everybody in Australia would too, with what's going on with the mask wearing, and it's mandatory all over. And there's some people out in society that don't get the gift of the gab, that it's mandatory. You got to. You're not above the law. You're not anything special. You haven't got a crown on your head to say that you had the right to walk around any different to anybody else. Unless you can, as the government says, prove that you have some sort of reason that you are unable to wear masks. But the people in society that are going around and doing the wrong thing, and what I mean by everybody's heard about this stabbing in one of the shopping plazas, which is pretty appalling really. I mean, it's sad to think that society now has gotten to the point that these rebellers, and I call them rebellers, I don't know what you'd call them, but that's what it seems to be, in my opinion. These rebellers go out in society and don't give a rat's damn and do the wrong thing and break the law and stab people and hurt people and create chaos. And to me, that is just mind-boggling, because really, if you think about it, the government, right, and it's got to extend back to the government, and if you're hearing this government, I'm going to have a dig at you, because you put out, and I must say, it's a bloody joke, quote, your COVID marshals. COVID marshals are there. Now, to me, a marshal is to uphold the law. Now, ever since you've announced these COVID marshals, nobody's cautious of the fact there's COVID marshals out there. Nobody's even worried about these COVID marshals out there, because they are nothing. They're either security guards and they're not trained, or, no offence, elderly security guards put out there because they are looking for a job, that position's filled, so that's what we'll do. We'll hire these people as COVID marshals. Now, to me, that's wrong, because what I can see of, people don't give a damn about these COVID marshals. They mean nothing. They don't uphold anything. And you say, government, that these COVID marshals are there to uphold the law, the mandatory law of mask wearing and whatever else in society, but they're very rarely seen, and when they are, you hear about them being overrun by events when people go, you know, stampede ahead, we don't give a damn. So these COVID marshals are a joke, government. They don't uphold anything. Who's scared of the big COVID marshals? Nobody. So why don't you do yourself a favour, government? Because society needs help now for their own safety when they do shopping and go down the street, or even on the train station or at the bus stand or wherever. Because it looks like a lot of people now are going to rebel on this, that they don't have to, and why we are not going to wear masks. So you want to get your COVID marshals up and running a little bit more tougher than what you're doing, and to go out and enforce the law, to start finding people, to do things, to show people in society that yous aren't mucking around. But at the moment, you're a joke with these COVID marshals. Nobody cares. Big deal, COVID marshals, who cares? It's ridiculous. And also another thing is that you want people to wear masks, and there's thousands wearing masks all over the nation, but how many masks do you see chucked away on the street, in the gutter, thrown in plazas, whatever else, because people don't give a damn? And you say, government, you don't know how these strains are, travelling. Well, think again. If people haven't got special disposal bins there when they enter a plaza or at the train station, like your ordinary bins like you've got, but ones where people can put masks in, they're going to chuck them on the ground. They don't care. So if a person has picked up that contagion, that's going to travel. And you can't say it wouldn't. You can't say it's not. Because it's already on a surface. It only needs another surface to carry, and then you're off and running. So think about that, government. You really hadn't thought about this. You want people to, wear masks, get on board like that, but you've done nothing to help the communities. Nothing. And also with people with testing. You've done nothing to help them. Really, you haven't. You might have put up some more pop-up clinics, but it's not convenient for people in immediate communities. It's not. People are tired, physically and mentally, and they're tired of travelling. They're tired of being told every day, every week, there's remodifications to freedom. As I said, it's remodifying your freedom, guys, and that's exactly what it is. But the government hasn't come on board. So for people to go out to test, put it in their immediate communities where they can actually walk instead of travelling, walk around the corner, do things, and accommodate people with chairs, water, coffees, teas, little things like that would actually help people, and maybe more testing would come about. But until you do that, government, you're not. You can put up all your pop-up clinics all you like. People are physically and mentally tired. And you're only helping yourself. You're not really helping the community. So if you think about it, you'd get down to our way of thinking, the community's way of thinking, not the government way of thinking. And then maybe people would work more with the government. But at the moment, you guys are dictating to everybody. This is happening, that's happening, this is happening. And then on top of that, you've got crazies running the plazas and whatever else, stabbing people. And you've got what? Security guards. I mean, helpless security guards. Trying to handle these people out in plazas and rebels that are breaking the law. They don't give a damn because there's nothing there apart from the police. And the police are overrun on everything anyway. And you're not about to bring the army in. I mean, So you think about it, government. Start putting things out into the community that will help the community. And these COVID marshals, they need to be marshals. They need to be seen as upholding the law. And at the moment, they're not. So you think about that, government. And also think about the fact that everybody's physically and mentally getting tired. It's not ending, government. It's not ending. And as you say, it's not going to end until we all get vaccines. Well then, will it end? Well, everybody's opinion's very different. Mine, I don't think so. Not for a very, very long time. And if it is, my opinion is 2024 by completion of everything, vaccines, you name it. That's when we're going to see some enlightenment. But until then, we're not. So the government, you think about what you're doing, because these COVID marshals are not upholding anything. They're a joke. And put bins out for people so they can dispose of their bins properly. That would be a good thing. Because at the moment, you're not doing it. And people, as I said, look around. People are chucking their masks on the ground, in the plazas, all over the place. And if they do the right thing and dispose of it properly, where do they put them then? In their ordinary bins? So I don't know. And then, you know, not that I've seen for a while, but there were people coming around spraying your bins, spraying your doorknobs, spraying your garbage bins and spraying drains and things like that. I haven't seen that for a while, but why was that? Well, and you're worried about that, but you won't supply special bins that people can put their mask in. So I don't understand that. And also with the sewage, you'd be really worried about, you know, where you can detect this contagion in the sewage. Well, wouldn't you put things in place for people to be able to do things so they wouldn't have to? I mean, not monitor the toilets, but one thing starts is spitting. And I see a lot of people spitting on the street, things like that. Find people that spit on the street. Find people that pick their nose, and there's plenty that do it. People may be laughing and go, oh wow, you know, people spit and people pick their noses. So little things like that, you know, I mean, you just think about it. And also, like I said, with everybody getting on board, they've got to be on board with you, government. They're tired, physically and mentally. So, and as I said, these COVID marshals aren't enforcing anything, they're a joke. And they will be until you get some proper trained people out there and they uphold the law. At the moment, they're not upholding anything. You're not helping the immediate community government, so listen to this. Anyway, hope everybody's safe and with somebody they're at least happy with. And like, subscribe and comment. And until next time, look after yourself. But my 4 codes: respect, dignity, honour and integrity. They'll serve you well. And faith, of course. But until next time, hope you enjoy my tube, everybody. See y'all. See y'all. Oh. See y'all.